I was reading Neville Goddard's lecture that was titled, The Secret of Prayer. While reading this, something clicked in me, and when I imagined myself at my desired place, I landed up in the feeling of the wish fulfilled extremely easily. It feels so good as I am typing this, and it is easy to get into this state and stay there. I will share my insights on this lecture and help you understand it clearly and to the point. I know you have watched many videos from different channels, and that led you here. You know about manifestation. But since you consumed so much information from different people, you also consumed their perspective on the law. You consumed their limitations about the law and certain beliefs they held. I know all of this made it difficult for some of you to get into the state of having your wishes fulfilled. But in today's video, I will make it easy for you to get into this state of having your desire. To apply the law of manifestation, you first have to understand that you are neither this body nor this mind. You have to recognize this basic fact first. The body that some of you consider yourself is just a piece of this planet. It consists of the 5 elements. This body is constantly changing. You are never the same. Changes take place in your body. You are also not your name or identity. You picked up all of this either from the environment around you or through imagination. If you are not any of those, then what are you? Well, Neville told us that we are imagination. Once you understand this, it will be easy for you to get into the state of having your wishes fulfilled. Neville tells us that we are imagination. He says that we can amputate a hand or some body part, but we cannot amputate our imagination. It stays with us. Anything that stays with us is eternal, and therefore, our imagination is our eternal self. Imagination is the secret of prayer. A successful prayer consists of imagination that is directed towards the fulfillment of a desire. Abdullah gave Neville an example. Every day, Neville would sit in a living room where he couldn't see the telephone in the hall. With his eyes closed, he would imagine himself sitting on the chair near the phone. Doing this over and over again helped him discover the feeling of changing motion. If you will practice this activity, you will realize that you can easily be detached from this body that you call yourself. When you imagine yourself somewhere else, you can even be seen by those who are there. Neville tried this with his sister. His nephew was ill and was far away from him. To ease the pain of his sister and make her realize that this body is just a garment and his nephew is eternal, he imagined himself lying on the bed of his nephew. When he was watching the world from there, his sister came in the room, and she couldn't believe what she saw. She saw Neville sleeping on his son's bed. So, she moved out of the room, and suddenly, when she came back, she saw her son again. She wrote this experience of hers to Neville. So, when you understand all of this, you will know that your imagination is a very powerful thing. Through practice and conscious application of the law, you can learn this art of motion. You are all imagination. Whenever you imagine yourself in a certain situation, you are preparing for it to happen. Then, when you return to your physical sense, you walk through a series of events that people call a bridge of incidents, which lead you to your imagined situation. Whenever you are thinking of something, you are desiring. On the other hand, whenever you are thinking from it, you are living it. Learn this art of imagining by thinking from your ideal state. Stop thinking of it. When you are thinking from it, you are imagining in a way that your reasoning mind does not know, and your wishes become facts in your world. Just try to do it if you wish to have more money. Consider yourself to have that amount of money already. Imagine yourself doing the things that you would do from that place. Does that designer bag feel expensive to you? Then you are not in the state of having enormous wealth. Now, this does not mean that you have to take some physical action. You don't have to buy it yet. All the things that I am saying are to do them in your imagination. Look at that Chanel bag as something that is easily affordable. Make a Ferrari your daily commuter vehicle. Now, the examples I am giving are from my perspective. You can have different desires and have different things on your mind. Accept those things as yours in your imagination. Now, while reading this lecture, I imagined myself to be in the house of my dreams. I was on the balcony, sitting on the hanging swing chair with the orange cushion, watching the sunset. This scene for me was so soothing, and it instantly changed my mood, changed my feeling. And when I came out of this imagined scene, I was behaving differently. I interacted with my housemates in a unique way. It was a calm and easy feeling. So, if you are still desiring, stop it at this very moment. Ask yourself what it would be like if your desire were a living reality for you. What would you feel if you already had what you wanted? How would you see the world and yourself? By doing it, you will catch a mood, and when that happens, you are thinking from it. Now, you don't have to do it once and let it go. You have to do it again and persist in it because you have to make it a dominant feeling within you. As this feeling will stay with you even if you get your desire. This will be your new state of being. It will be different from your present state of being. You will feel and act different automatically. With this, I hope it clears your doubts. Subscribe because I post these videos regularly. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.